Hey guys, welcome back to John's Outdoors. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to talk about the basic fundamentals of braid, mono, and fluorocarbon, and some applications on when to use it and how I use it. Okay, so we'll start off with braid. This being braid here. Braid is a good application for frog fishing. When you're doing frog, throwing a frog, a lot of times you're going to throw it on the heavy cover. Braid has no stretch, it floats, so it'll cut through that heavy cover, plus you'll be able to get the big hooks from a frog set into it better with the braid because of no stretch. I also use braid to fluorocarbon with some finesse techniques. We'll talk about that later here in the video. Next would be monofilament. Monofilament also floats, has a lot of memory. Applications I would use this for would be top water baits like your whopper plopper, your poppars, your jitterbugs. Most of the treble hook top water baits is what I'd use that for. And then, that's high visibility line. They do sell clear line, and obviously different poundages. You don't need that heavy of a line. It has a lot of stretch, so it's not going to rip the fish's lips. You don't need that braid. You can get the clear, and you won't have to worry about the water. If you're fishing clear water, you don't want to be throwing braid a lot of times because the fish are looking up. They'll see your line. Might lose a few strikes that way. Whereas if you throw the monofilament, who also floats, they look up. They don't see it as good. They tend to come after your lure a little better. And it has a lot of stretch, so it's not going to, rip the fish's mouth, so you should be able to keep them pinned, especially if you're using like a medium heavy action rod. You might want a little bit more stretch. Another application you might want to use monofilament for would be like if you were flipping a jig or something real close to, just say you're on a boat and you're flipping a jig in the brush or something, or just, rock pile or something. You might want that extra stretch, being that you're close, because braid doesn't stretch at all, and you might rip the hole in the fish's mouth, where monofilament give you a little stretch, keep that fish pinned without putting a hole in them, and catch them. And last but not least, we'll talk about fluorocarbon. Now, I use braid to fluorocarbon on one of my finesse rods that I use for Neds, little swim baits. If you want to learn the connection knot, there'll be a video right up here you can check out to teach you how to do a connection knot. You could do braid to monofilament or braid to fluorocarbon. For me, it's braid to fluorocarbon for my finesse techniques like Ned rig and the small swim bait. I like it because I can cast further, but braid casts further. The sensitivity with it, and fluorocarbon has very little stretch, so I don't have to worry about those long casts not being able to pin the hook to them. I can still get the hook pinned to them between the braid and the fluorocarbon. I usually use about a 6-foot leader, 5 to 6 foot leader for that application. And then a lot of times I'll just run straight fluorocarbon for everything under the sun, from crankbaits to shaky heads to soft jerk baits, everything. All your subsurface, even some jigs, I'll throw fluorocarbon, heavier fluorocarbon, maybe 15, depending on the structure that I'm fishing, depends on the weight of the line that I want to use. So that's basically it. If you liked the video, please share, subscribe, and like, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.